Talking about after 38 years of silence, we're seeing some big action on Hawaii Island. And check out this brand new video just into our newsroom from Paradise Helicopters.
Yeah, this long anticipated Mauna Loa eruption started late Sunday, disrupting flights and triggering an all hands on deck emergency response from authorities. Now, the good news is right now there is no mandatory evacuations in place, but shelters have opened to accommodate those who are voluntarily evacuating. Here's the very latest. The eruption began around 11:30 p.m. Sunday in Mokua Veoveo, the summit caldera of the volcano. Lava has largely been contained to the caldera area, but has also migrated to a rift zone on the northeast side. Now, officials say no downslope communities are currently under threat. However, an ashfall advisory that was in place for Hawaii Island earlier this morning has since been canceled. And new at noon, we just talked to Civil Air Patrol's John Bassett about a flyover he did just hours ago.
Well, I'm a pilot for the Civil Air Patrol, and we do emergency services. And so we got a call early this morning from Hawaii Emergency Management, and they wanted to get somebody from USGS up to look at it. And at that point, my phone rings, and can I come down to the airport and take this airplane we keep here in Hilo to take them up? And at that point, like I say, I'm responsible for flight service. Before dawn, you could see a glow from Mauna Loa, and we just took off from the Hilo airport at sunrise and headed directly to the summit of Mauna Loa. And then at that point, I flew back and forth so that the USGS person could take pictures of the lava flow that's currently near the summit, but in the northeast rift zone.
How big was that flow?
It's the sort of thing where I'm just supposed to be the pilot and they're supposed to provide all that kind of information, but just casually, I mean, it's come down, like a couple of miles, and it's fairly narrow, but it's very slow moving at this point. But there's a flow coming out of the summit caldera in the direction of Hilo, but at this point, I don't think it's threatening anything.
Yeah, no one being threatened at this time, no evacuations ordered like this. But I know if you have experience doing this and you've flown over the area before, you must see the scars of past flows. Go ahead and describe the scenery that you see when you fly over that summit area.
I mean, so this is just, new, small, red rivulets on the large existing flows that were there. So this seems at the present time smaller than clearly historical things that have been there. It's all, fairly barren lava up there. We were at 12 to 13,000 feet where we were looking at this. And it just, it's just an amazing thing. There was fountaining as well along the fissure.
This is the type of lava that sort of can sometimes appear to move quickly. Was it moving quickly that you felt?
I mean, you could see movement on the surface. The leading edge of the flow was, we were up there for almost 3 hours, and you could clearly see that it moved forward, like at least half a mile during that time.
Oh, what were the air conditions like when you were, sorry about that. What were the air conditions like when you were up there?
It's blowing about 25 knots out of the south up there around 14,000 feet. And so we in particular had to be careful to stay upwind so we weren't breathing sulfur dioxide out of the lava. And then a couple times when I swung in a little bit closer, we got bumped by thermals out of it. Basically, though, I was staying upwind and away from being directly over the lava. And so we just had some general mountain turbulence from the high winds on Mauna Loa.